Happy Doll Day.
Happy Doll Day. It's one of our favorite days of the shop. Now, can you imagine receiving an email like that from Robert and not opening it?
Very cute. And I think the way that her face is as dimensional as it is just really, it's different in some way. I mean, that's pretty close.
I think it's the same head
size. I think you can get away with that. I think you can get away with that.
Yeah, so your Grace wigs work on Anne.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So if you've been following on social media, I have been doing a play-by-play news coverage of these dolls.
Yeah, hourly update of the breaking news.
It is literally breaking news. Christopher, what do we know so far?
Very little. We know that we have dolls. We know that we have 4 different kinds of, well, technically it's three dolls. There's a child doll that we're getting for the first time today, coming in 2 variations. We have restocked everyone's fan favorite of Life's a Beach 4, Neema.
Yes.
Our beautiful globe of hair included. We have a brand new dressed Ellowyne, but that's all I know.
That's all we know. And that is very exciting. Robert Tonner emailed me the pictures of these yesterday. And to remember, I did not open that email because I really wanted to see. Now, our Neema Life's a Beach 4 with her wonderful, beautiful afro wig, she sold out in 8 minutes. And I really wanted to have these as something on our website.
Yeah.
To offer all the time.
It's nice because we never have anything in stock.
No.
A wonderful problem to have.
Thank you so much.
But occasionally it's nice to have something to refer new customers to when they want to shop what we offer.
Yes.
So hopefully these stick around just long enough to do that. But if you'd like one that you missed the first time, or maybe...
Or more than one.
Right. Maybe she needs a companion, you know?
Yep. If you're in our subscription boxes, you need at least, and I'm not trying to be too selling here, but you need at least, I would think, 4 to 6 different dolls.
If you're trying to display more than one, absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I want to open
So I think we should start with Ellowyne and then maybe save our newest for last.
Anne, okay. So as you can see, it says the long game, and all Robert said is that she's, quote, very cute.
Apparently very cute. I mean, I expect nothing less, but, you know, Robert always delivers.
And he did send a photo that we can open. Actually, I should go get my phone now that we are opening her, because he said that sometimes the factory pushes the hair down for boxing. So
let's go get a brush.
Yeah.
You get your phone, I'll get a brush.
Okay. All right. We are prepared. So I have my email open. I am still not going to open it, but it says just a quick preview. Now, can you imagine receiving an email like that from Robert and not opening it?
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to imagine that.
Yeah. It was tough, but okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Long game. So what are your guesses before we get started? Do you think that this is rooted? Do you think this is a wig doll? Color vibe.
So the long game makes me feel like she's like a referee or something. What do you think? I think she might be rooted. I have no clue.
This could be sort of a like romantic take on like either stringing someone along or
like
strung along.
Oh, I didn't even think of it like that.
Like maybe it's like what long game is she playing? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It could be a little bit melancholy. This could be, you know, fluffy and flirty. I'm gonna guess that it's rooted. I'm gonna guess that it's rooted.
And I'm gonna guess that it has dark hair. Put in your guesses right now. Put them in the comments. Oh my gosh, this is so wild.
I love
WILDE. And I didn't, but really, it is.
I love Doll Day. Okay.
What are we? Oh!
That's pretty.
Whoa!
You were right about the dark hair.
I was right about the dark hair, and look at the eye makeup.
She's so pretty. Oh, I love the jacket. That's very cute.
Oh man, I want to wear that jacket.
The Prada shoes.
The Prada shoes.
Listen, she's cute. Okay, so
we can't do this too.
So
fresh out of box, just a random one. With. All right, let me put now. Let me open Robert's email.
Oh, and it's a.
Oh, look at his email though. Okay, so that's
wigged.
That's the hair.
Okay, so fluffy.
Fluffed out a little bit. Yeah, because it has a hairnet.
It's very Edwardian, very Victorian.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, totally. That is absolutely not what I thought, and she is so cool.
I love the face, how like dialed back and peachy all of the paint is.
Oh, yeah.
It's very neutral. The focus is not at all on the makeup, which I really like.
But she's got fabulous winged eyeliner.
Yeah, that's your sort of staple.
Draw the cat eye sharp enough to kill a man.
Yeah.
If you're a Swiftie, you'll know that. So this is the picture that Robert sent. Paul is our wonderful filmographer, and he's doing a great job. So can you see that? That's his counter sample. So you can see how the hair is supposed to look. And she basically looks like that out of package, though.
It's close. And actually, it is wigged.
And rooted?
It's wigged.
Oh, it's a wig. So we have a restock coming on some of our wonderful vintage style wigs. So, and having a wig doll is always a ton of fun. We love a rooted doll for the commitment and the playability and being able to really brush it if you want. But
well, as you know,
oh, it's the hair.
Yeah, I think that's really cute. I love that sort of ducktail in the back. At least when it comes out of the box, it's very sort of slicked, which is not Robert's vision. I have my necessary tools to make that happen.
You're going to have to do a little bit of hairdressing, okay? So when you get her out of the box, she needs a little help. Oh, that's cute.
So cute. I love that. So that looks like a long sleeve all the way down. Very cute.
So the long game is she has a very long dress. This is almost like Regency style length, but of course modern because
right, like a contemporary take on something sort of rococo.
Yeah,
I love that. I think that's very pretty. Very pretty. What a sweet face.
Okay, so she's look at this. Okay, look at this though. This is a jumpsuit.
Oh, cute. You got a leotard. It's a
leotard jumpsuit.
Are connected,
and you've got a lot of lace accents. So this can be paired with a fabulous pair of slacks with some front pleats on them, some shorts, so many different things that you can do. Oh, wow. Big necklace.
Statement jewelry piece. Yeah, oh, so that sort of cascades all the way down. Got it. Very pretty.
So she's supposed to look like out of an Edwardian like romance novel, but modern.
Yeah. I think it's very, very effective in that way.
I can't wait to see you.
Prada shoes.
The Prada shoes. So these,
what a fun.
If you didn't know that these were designer, you might think they were some kind of orthopedic shoe or something. No, these are Prada shoes and they are so cool. Very designer. Robert Downey Jr. was wearing these recently at a movie premiere. And some people that did not know said he's wearing orthopedic shoes. Oh, he must have gotten old. And we were like, no, these are actually, these are designer.
Very hot on trend right now.
Yeah.
Anybody,
very on trend.
Like e-girl influencer in New York is wearing a giant platform shoe.
But how do they fit though? Oh,
I have curiosities.
Okay.
I think these are going to be, they're sort of going to fit like a slipper. Like they're still probably going to have to be arched on her. The platform's not so big that it's compensating for the arch of the foot, I don't think. But I'm going to try them on and see what happens.
She has been unboxed and we have put one shoe on. The shoes are interesting because they are flat and they are not highly arched. So when you get it in there, you have to basically unlace them all the way.
They're like
really wedge it in.
Like a proper people shoe. Like you would want to unlace the tongue of your shoe pretty much all the way down. Like if you were to put on like a trainer to go jogging, that's sort of as much leeway and then re-cinching as you would probably need. I'm gonna actually put on both shoes, but I love them. I love the shoe and I think the outfit is phenomenal. And actually, I am really glad that this is, although I love this wig, I'm glad that it's a wigged doll because I think the face is so nice. It will be really fun to play with other hair with her. She's very pretty.
Again, I just want you to see, even though Christopher said the makeup is not the focal point, and it isn't, it's all of it. It's really, you have to look at the little details, but it's been a while since we've had a true big cat eye on Ellowyne.
That's true. Yeah, I love a properly done wing.
So we need to pull these, pull these
forward.
Yeah,
like
see it's like,
girls.
Yeah. Because otherwise it looks like a mullet.
Which I also love. I do. Ellowyne and a mullet. Listen, I could see it.
Party in the, what is it? Party in the
business in the front,
business in the front, party in the back. See, this is more just like that already is more of what the sketch looks like. But again, this is a wig, so you can really just have fun with it. You're gonna get some shedding when you play with it, and when you
every time a brand new wig is gonna give you some
every single time. But there you go. So that's fun. Red, and it's red.
A beautiful shade of red. It's almost an auburn, like a cola color. Really pretty.
So if you want to start getting fun with the shoes on this look, there's a lot of the different ways that you can really style this doll.
Yeah.
Once you take off this dress and use the Edwardian jumpsuit and put some maybe Edwardian shoes on her or some boots.
It lends itself to many different destinations. If you wanted to wear this several different ways, you could. This is almost a sundress. It's short sleeved, so like you could wear that several ways.
Yep, it's got some balloon shoulders, and I mean, I'm going to go ahead and pop her collar.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Robert did that in the picture. I almost popped my collar yesterday, but then I put it back down because I was like, I don't know if I'm.
It's a bold move.
I don't know if I'm a pop your collar kind of. Here, we're going to show a little bit of. Here, we're going to pop those anyway. So this is fun. This is a nice weighty necklace. Lots of layers there. It's got lots of pearls and little gemstones. But you do get a lot of pieces. So you have your romper, you have the nylons with the butt covering, which is nice. You have a long dress that is an outfit just in itself. And then you have this fabulous black jean jacket, which has nice exaggerated buckles and good really sturdy collar. So once you pull her hair forward and pop that collar, that's really fun. And then you have the Prada shoes. But we have put out a lot of different boots if you want to do like a boot look. These shoes are so cool, but I feel like they're more for like jeans. I don't know. What do you think?
I love the shoe.
I love the shoe.
I'm curious to see how to style this several ways, but I think that's cute. It's almost like a
little curl.
What's the word? Like
yes.
Sideburn.
When I'm saying I wouldn't rather see it, but as soon as we open a doll, I start thinking about all the different ways that I could style this. And I'm sure that's what you're thinking too. Because what I love is when you can take a piece and turn it into X, Y, and Z, or start adding in different shoes and different pieces in your wardrobe, and you can actually change out Ellowyne's outfit and have almost a new Ellowyne every single day by mixing and matching all the pieces. So that's cute.
I'll put her in here first. What's it called? Just to like lay down flyaways and things like that. Yeah. But I think the volume of that is really pretty. I love the silhouette of this. That jean jacket is really strong. And anything that has little like delicate lace details, I'm in. I think getting something in scale is always so hard, particularly in scale for Ellowyne can be really hard. And so that lace, I think, is perfect and really accentuates a lot for the outfit.
Yeah, I want to see that jumpsuit without anything, because I think the lace detailing, it might go all the way down. I don't know, or it could be Vicky style. But I love that look. I love that look.
Cute. Yeah, she is very pretty.
That is a fun doll.
It's very contemporary. I like that Ellowyne has always been very reflective of her time. And in her earliest iterations was very reflective of, Y2K fashions in some way. Bold colors, lots of sort of adventurous textures, fuzzy things and beaded things and feathered things. I mean, really sort of elaborate and inventive. And right now what we're seeing with fashion is something that's a little bit more streamlined, very trend focused, but also you're getting a little bit of everything. There's some truth to when everything is on trend, there's not any one particular trend because it's all of it. Yeah. So you kind of can play with all the colors, but this, I think, cropped denim jacket, long oversized skirt, big platform shoe, sort of cropped, really stylish hair. I think it's very, very contemporary and very on season with what we're seeing in fashion trends.
Yep. I agree. And our dolls are often a reflection of our fantasy selves. So for me, I am constantly wanting to do a different hairstyle or chop my hair or do that. But I know that for my long game, I would regret it because I do like to just throw it up and I'm a mom and I like to throw it back. So this is how I can live out my fantasy self by having this is so trendy. This is what you would see on the girl that works at the vegan coffee shop.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could always just buzz bald and wear wigs if you wanted to.
You could.
I have thought about it many a time.
But then the upkeep on wigs, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I can work with that.
You can work with that.
I can work with that.
Well, if you have seen Christopher's last ID photo, you could see he can work with a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love to reinvent.
I think it's fabulous. I'm not throwing shade. Sure. I think you're brave. I think it's very cool. So she also comes with a poem, which I'm not going to read the poem yet, but this is nice and sturdy. This is very, very nice. So she has that as well. All right, so let's open up. So before we unbox Anne, I'm just sliding into this video real quick because I have a quick explanation for how we introduce her in the video. So when we filmed this, it was on the day that the dolls arrived. And if you saw my social media, we had continuing coverage because at the point we were filming that video, we were missing 194 dolls. And my brain was swirling with a lot of things, but
Anne has always supposed to be Grace's little sister. It was Robert's idea, actually, because when he introduced this sculpt, I told him, the sculpt of Anne of Green Gables, I told him that it was just so incredibly beautiful and we need to do something more with her. And he said she would make a fabulous doll for Grace's little sister. And so from there, that's when he redesigned the hair and we got our dolls in. But when we were filming the video, I wasn't sure when we were going to announce it to the world. So we play a little coy. You'll see Christopher and I, we're playing coy about who Anne is, and we show her next to Grace but I never officially say that she's Grace's sister. So I'm here to say that she is Grace's sister, and I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Okay, before I go completely away, also I wanted to add that I think that the fact that this was a very limited release, the Anne sculpt was Anne of Green Gables, and now she is Anne, Grace's little sister, makes her absolutely perfect to be Grace's little sister, because Grace's original sculpt is the very, very classic and very, very beautiful Sydney Chase sculpt, and she was re-envisioned to be Grace. And so for Grace's little sister, she started as Anne of Green Gables, and now she is re-envisioned to be Anne, Grace's little sister. So I think that that's perfect for them as being siblings and having roots that are a lot alike. So I hope you enjoy her, and I hope you think she's as beautiful as we do. All right, let's get to it.
So,
Anne Basics. So this is a very exciting moment. I have been wanting a little girl doll in our arsenal for a very long time. She has some very fun plans, which we are going to announce soon. But right now we are going to take a look at the doll, and then coming soon in our stories and what we talk about, we will share more information about who and what she is doing.
we've been talking about her for a long, like months and months and months and months and months. A long time.
We have.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Smaller box. She's a small young doll.
She's about, I believe she's about 12 inches tall. We need to get our ruler. Oh,
That's rooted.
Rooted. Oh, and I love the shade of blonde. Before we show you the face and the doll, here's the backstory. So do you remember when Robert put out Anne of Green Gables?
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning doll.
Beautiful.
He did it for a luncheon last year, and there was only 100 pieces. And I asked him, I said, Robert, what is your plan for this sculpt? It is one of the most beautiful child sculpts I have ever seen on a doll.
Her face is so gorgeous.
Outstanding, wasn't it? It was gorgeous. And he said that Virtual Doll Convention could have the sculpt as part of our line of characters after this convention. So some of you have seen the beautiful Anne of Green Gables out into the world. She has red hair. It is a wig, I believe, and she's so cute. And Robert has made two basics of Anne. So she's not Anne of Green Gables, but she is Anne in blonde and a brunette.
And brunette.
And here's the blonde.
She is, first of all, love the dress.
Beautiful.
Great dress. Really, really sweet face. Let's see if we can really
see if we can get in so you can just see her straight out of box. Look at this incredible sculpt. Yeah. Robert, he said one of the sweetest, I'm not going to say the sweetest, but he said one of the sweetest dolls, child dolls that he has ever created in his life. I believe it.
It's phenomenal. I think she just looks so dimensional. And something about her nose in particular, she just has a really great dimensional sculpt. She just looks wonderful. She also looks very articulated, which I'm very excited about. Very different from Ellowyne, very different from Grace, from Tyler. I mean, she's very
different.
So out of box, she's very pretty.
She's very, very, very sweet.
Very, very articulated.
Let's see. Let's go in so you can see her articulation. Look at that. She has underwear underneath, but she also has flat feet, jointed ankles. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to need to brush through her hair a little bit. It is extremely soft.
It's a very soft fiber.
Yeah. If you do want to curl it, it will appear with a lot more volume. There is enough hair, but you can see the little plugs. But you're just going to have to do a little bit of hairstyling.
And per usual.
Per usual. This is standard. This is just observations of our first unboxing, but I'm articulating thoughts that I think you might have as you open them up. But look how pretty.
She's such a pretty
This
face.
is a good tip too.
I'm just taking a teasing comb. If you are, but I don't want to take the laces out of the eyes. I just want to sort of lift them a little bit. make it a little bit easier to unlace and put her foot through without like sitting here for 20 minutes trying to pinch those laces apart. A lot of doll collecting and doll using is sort of finding inventive ways to make your life easier, because miniatures can be sort of finicky, right? Things that are smaller than you are just sort of inherently they can be sort of clumsy, and I want to see about getting that foot in there.
I do like that we have a flat foot finally.
I know, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? We are dealing with fashion dolls with Grace and Ellowyne and Neema and all the other fashion dolls in the line that Robert puts out, but it is nice to have a flat foot just for tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And of course, she's a young girl. She's probably about 12 years old, maybe 13.
Right.
And
to be trapped in the position of a heel exclusively all the time at 12 feels,
yeah,
unfair. I wouldn't have complained at 12 wearing heels, but I think it's really nice to have a flat foot on a doll, because it doesn't happen very often.
No.
Even with
not with our fashion dolls, that's for sure.
Well, and you could still consider this is very much a fashion doll, right? But
she is a fashion doll. So I'm glad that you brought that up, because just because she's a child doll doesn't mean we don't have fashion coming for her.
Right. The playability of something like this, and I think a lot of the sort of desire or intention still comes from dressing or redressing or what have you. And so I think it's fun then that you can play with a different silhouette for the whole effect, but also for feet.
So what is happening here is something that you're going to have to do at home, which if you purchase any of our dolls or any Tonner dolls or most modern fashion dolls, is the shoelaces are finicky. You're going to have to play with them. You're forced to kind of play with your doll. Sometimes getting the shoes onto the doll can be a 30-minute process between unlacing, getting them on, lacing them back up.
Put on a good podcast.
Yeah, put us in the background.
Sure.
And take some time to dress your dolls. It does take time.
What I'll do is that I need to cinch that tighter. That's why that's not coming up. Sometimes this does take time. I don't think it's necessary to use something like, pliers or tweezers. That if you need to, I think that's doing too much.
Sometimes they help a lot though, to have the pliers to help get through the holes.
Sure. For something like if these are already laced, right? Here's hoping that isn't necessary for you. I wouldn't describe them as cumbersome by any means. They're just tiny shoelaces, and that's what you're doing, is tying tiny shoes.
And there's plenty of lace to utilize, so that helps a lot too.
And then you can sort of finagle that as you see fit. But you can see that I was able to get a full bow because I cinched that properly, and because I didn't do that the right way here, I don't have enough room. So just like a normal shoe, it's necessary that you are, taking your time to unlace them and relace them properly.
So if you've been waiting for a very sweet child doll, this is the one.
She's wonderful. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but the face really is just great. I'm not really the market for child doll collecting. I appreciate them very much, but they're not usually my favorite. And she is very different than a lot of the dolls that I've seen. She's just got a really charming quality. And I think the way that her face is as dimensional as it is just really, it's different in some way. It feels like her face she's got a wonderfully sculpted brow bone, eyes that are sort of set back but not small because of that, wonderful full cheekbones, just an articulated nose, a really sweet smile. She's very sweet.
So this is what she is straight out of box. She is very cute, and the stand is not a saddle stand. It is more of a Kaiser stand.
Yeah,
so that's
around
nice.
The waist, gives her some good stability there. She's really sweet, and the dress is a fabulous basic dress.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like that it isn't a swimsuit, actually. I think it's really sweet that it's
a dress.
Like a sundress, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's check out the brunette.
Okay, so this is Anne Basic 2.
Anne Basic 2.
I wonder, do you think it's going to be the same dress or something different?
I think it'll probably be a different shade of the same dress.
Sure, same silhouette, different fabric maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Classic white Tonner box, similar to what you get for Grace, just a little bit shorter.
Smaller.
Cute!
Oh, it's a totally different dress.
Well, I think it is the same, but the fabric itself
the fabric's different.
Is different.
That's
so
nice.
It lays differently. I love the brunette.
And she has bangs.
The bangs are great. The fringe bangs just look good.
Very cute. So here's what she is completely in her box. You can see what she looks like right there. So right away we have bangs,
Bangs
and
are so cute.
the bangs are so cute. And the dress is a totally different print. It does seem like it might be is it the same? Yeah, it's just different fabric, I guess.
Right.
That one just seems fluffier.
Yeah, this is more of like a cotton blend. It's really cute. I love the plaid and I love orange. And that combination on that brunette hair is really pretty.
Very, very sweet. Let's see if is that rooted hair?
Well,
probably.
Only one way to find out. It would be cute if we had one wigged and one rooted.
Then we have to get wigs made. I wonder how big her head is. We're gonna have to find all this out.
Yeah, we'll have to do lots of measurement taking and all sorts of things like that. She's cute.
It's a wig?
It's a
wig. My
wig.
gosh, it's a wig. Her head almost looks the same size as Grace's.
It's not a whole lot smaller. I'm sure it can't be the exact same size, but it is close. Like
it's very close.
It's like in scale. It's not like a character size head. I'm kind of glad. That's exciting. And I love the bangs. Very cute. Very, very cute. She just looks like she's ready for like a mischievous day down at the creek, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Get her feet wet and go like find bugs.
I'm going to grab a Grace doll so we can see just in scale what she looks like comparatively. And I'm just very curious about the size of that wig.
She's really articulated. I like that sort of hip joint there. That's fun.
There's an additional hip joint at the upper hip that twists and turns.
It's on the thigh, but it sort of gives you the articulation of a hip movement. And then I like that the elbows give you so much articulation.
Yeah, a lot of emotion that you can do with her posing.
Yeah, very cute.
All right, so we have a Grace doll, and also this is a dress that is coming up for Grace soon this spring, and it is very pretty, but I want to actually I want our wonderful friends out there to see what the scale looks like between the two. Right there you can see. And I don't know. I have a hunch. Let's try this Grace wig.
You think?
Yeah.
Farrah Fawcett style wigs that we're getting. If these fit, imagine them on her. I mean, that's pretty close.
I think it's the same head size.
I think you can get away with that. I think you can get away with that.
Yeah. So your Grace wigs work on Anne.
That's nuts.
Same head size. I could tell.
Just about to the shoulder height.
Grace is 16 and a half, and she's standing on her stand right there, but she's about 12 and a half, maybe 13 inches tall.
Yeah.
But we are excited to give you her backstory and share with you all about her. But that's good.
That is good.
That's a good thing. We like that. We like the playability between dolls, so you can really get a lot of mileage out of your wigs. I'm
not going to put the other pair of shoes on because we've already done that. You've seen how those work. But she's really sweet. I just think she's got a sweet, sweet face. And I love that pattern on the dress. I like that they're different, like distinct enough. They really do feel like totally separate.
They do.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And it shows you just how much just changing out a wig and changing out an outfit can change the entire vibe of the doll. I believe the makeup is the same. They both have the same peachy lips. It's the same makeup, but just adorable.
Yeah, and a fun sneak peek with that dress.
Fun sneak peek.
Yeah.
All right, so because Neema sold out so quickly, I wanted to have some in stock. So this is a restock of the fabulous Neema.
Well, this I'm expecting to be the exact same. Last but not least.
She is the exact same, and it should be I believe it's the lime green romper. But oh my gosh, the rooted afro hair is phenomenal. And because it is rooted, if you are in our Tonnerfest group for Virtual Doll Convention, our Facebook group, you can see all of just incredible ways that our community has styled this hair. You're not limited to the natural set of the hair. You can put it into different ways with elastic bands and headbands and everything else. It's just
she still gets me. In the box, she's just so beautiful. I love that doll. Let's get her out and I'll show you what I do for sort of freshening that hair fresh out of the box. It will help you tremendously to have a pick. You can use sort of like just the needle for a teething comb, but it will not get you nearly as far, nearly as quickly. If you have access to a pick, I think that would be beneficial. You don't want to use something that's going to just give you like a frizzy texture, so a brush would be not advised. And then maybe a little bit of like, heads up detangler or something. I'm using the kit, the heads up Twin Pines Dolls Part kit. So
get that kit if you have not. You can get a lot of mileage out of that kit. There's 2 different kits on there, and there's a lot of other things that you can get to style your hair and to also iron your clothes. Ironing the clothes makes such a tremendous, monumental. They look like different outfits by the time we get them freshened and ironed.
It's the same thing as like allowing your laundry to sit and become wrinkly before you put it on the dryer, right? Like if you can fold it fresh out of the dryer, or if you can like take the time to just steam something, it'll lay on you differently and it'll look nicer. Like it just looks like it's your garment rather than something that's maybe, not. Just diluted detangler and a little sort of picking motion with a pick. I just want to get at the root and sort of slowly fluff out to create something that is as consistently circular as possible in silhouette, right? So something that really sort of feels like a globe.
It is like this. It's this beautiful, perfect little globe. And it is entirely possible because the doll that we used was one of the dolls that we just pulled straight out of the box. But it takes some time to do the picking. And then also we did some very slight little trimming of uneven pieces. So when you see stuff like that, know that it has been styled. And most doll collectors know that.
Everything that I photograph, everything that you see for advertising photos or campaigns for a launch or whatever have been meticulously styled. And if there are stray hairs or flyaway hairs, taming those and sometimes trimming whatever's in your way, it's necessary for photography. And if you are trying to replicate sort of what you see in those photos, just know that it requires a little bit of patience.
Yeah, it's just like anything that you get from mail order. When you get it fresh out of the package, it has been sucked in and shipped all the way there. So you get a shirt, you get a pair of pants. When you pull them out straight out of they're going to have wrinkles. It's just not going to be the same as freshly laundered and pressed.
Imagine Neema has been vacuum sealed, in a shrunk wrapped in a sort of machine to do so. That's sort of what you're working with. But I think already that's nice.
Yeah. So you styled it for about 30 seconds and it just looks fabulous.
Right.
So in our group, again, the different ways that you can gather the hair and make fabulous different hairstyles and utilize headbands and hair accessories on Neema is just so much fun. So if you want to grab a second Neema and have sisters with two different hairstyles, go for it. Oh, yeah. And also this hair is multi-dimensional. It is not one color.
Right.
Hopefully, Paul, you can get in there and see that she has some very light brown highlights. So it's black and light brown. There might even be a third color in there. It is just so beautiful. And a nice deep berry lip. So the first Neemas that came out had brighter lips. It was like a brighter pinkish.
She had this one.
The other one?
The rooted afro?
Mm-hmm.
That she had the same one.
I had yes. It's not a different doll. So if you did buy this one, it is the same doll, which as soon as I got the pulse on the doll community, when we received our first order, I immediately placed another order. And that's what this is right here.
She's quickly become one of my favorites.
Absolutely.
It's hard to look at her and not let her just sort of take over. She's just gorgeous. I love the appearance of her sort of peeking out from underneath that veil of hair. It was just so pretty. Her face, so beautiful.
So this was fun, Christopher. Thank you so much.
Happy Doll Day.
Happy Doll Day. It's one of our favorite days of the shop. When we're waiting for them, the air just feels different because we're just waiting.
Well, and we've been waiting for almost a week now.
Yeah.
It's been because we've had different delivery dates and different delivery windows of time and whatever that have been readjusted multiple times.
As usual.
Yeah.
As usual.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're waiting longer or sometimes it's a shorter wait.
We just care that they get here.
But the air does feel different when you're in anticipatory mode.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't know when they're coming. I'm glad that they're here.
Yeah, me too.
Safe and sound.
Yep. So we have plans. We have to get our ducks in order. We have to get our marketing plan together and our story plan together and really put together everything we have been working on, which we are working on more clothes for Anne and all kinds of things. But there is a link in this video if you would like to be on our list for updates about this collection. This is not a collection that's going to be released together, but these dolls in particular. If you want to be in the know, it's different from our general email list. So make sure to join that and you can be in the know about what's going on. So we hope you enjoyed our doll day. This was so fun. We love having you. It's your doll besties signing off from Denver, Colorado. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.